I'm Ross, welcome back to the channel. I went to Toronto and met a guy outside of his hotel. I felt like I was in an undercover operation again. He handed me a Pelican case, and inside was the MICROMILSPEC-Milgraph. Strap in, a company out of Norway, way over the pond. Swiss made and celebrating this new release in North America, a refreshing ultimate tool watch with build quality of some of your luxury, well-known brands. Initially built for special operations forces, a unique case design offers comfort on the wrist with that left side function design to save your wrist from mishaps or injury. It's kind of something you've always been waiting for, a custom Swiss-made utility military-style watch. It's absolutely awesome. Let's get into it. White gloves on, bird's eye view. A GMT-Chronograph beauty. Yeah, you heard me right. GMT and chronograph. Some of us have to wear two watches to get this type of functionality. Let's look at the case, the dial, the movement, the strap, cost, overall wear, and how much fun you can have hands-on with the MICROMILSPEC-Milgraph. Give the video a like, don't hesitate, subscribe, smash the bell, more content's coming. Thank you for all the support. A 42mm signature octagon grade 5 titanium case with that micro blasted look. You just love it. The feel, the touch, everything. The realization that all you can do with this thing is just dynamite. And it has its own identity. You don't look at it and automatically think, hey, that looks like this. No, it's MICROMILSPEC and it's the Milgraph in case you missed it. A lug width of 20mm, average sizing, which is great for a lot of wrists, and somewhat integrated looking with that connection design, seamless from the case to the rubber, looks sharp, and it's practical. And really, as a tool watch, I couldn't see much more than maybe a leather or NATO option in my own opinion, but the rubber does the trick just fine. A lug to lug of 50.3mm on the wrist. Now my wrists are 7¼ inches, and you can see it looks just fine. Some smaller wrists may want to get a good look at this before you pull the trigger, because you may not find it at your authorized dealer. Thickness is 15mm. Okay, it's a little bit more than what we're used to at around that diver design of 13.5, but you can understand why with the complications that are in this movement. Sealed up with what looks like a nice screw down case back design. Signed and pretty simple, really finishes off the back with no problems, while we have some attractive design to round out the top of the case, including a unidirectional quad grip bezel with great action. Feels good to turn and no play at all, which is awesome. A nice addition with the quad section cutouts. The bezel can be operated while utilizing a kit or your gloves on, which almost seems necessary due to the slope of the bezel, giving it that nice sleek look. Finishes off the case in an excellent way with the sapphire crystal and anti-reflective coating. Makes for great visibility from a number of different angles. Safe for diving with an elapsed time monitoring on the bezel. This is also 100 meters of water resistance. And let's face it, we all know military personnel do not dive to greater depths than that on average. So there's no problems, nothing to worry about. Peace of mind for all of the wearers. And you have reassurance that the protection comes with a screw-down crown with a red safety color on the stem and the inside. If you see red, danger, danger. Also protecting this crown is the chamfered crown guard design for comfort and protection so it doesn't get caught on anything. Great. A full kit weight here for this titanium is 102 grams with the rubber, and much less than a lot of your steel diver tool watches out there. Keep in mind, full package of titanium for this case, grade 5. And a nice treat here that we have for the case back is that there's space set aside for personal engraving of your timepiece, should you want it when you make your order. Up to 20 characters. Nice little touches here. A dial for the ages, improving on the original field testing unit. The Milgraph adds multifunction to an already attractive design, this time using a darker backdrop with the base textured matte black. There is a lot of depth to this, and it's seen under that sapphire crystal quite easily. I'm counting at least 4 layers of this multifunction superstar. We'll start at the perimeter and work our way into the center. It's a GMT, so we have a 24-hour chapter ring sloped over your loomed hour marker indices. Then we have the textured black dial with MICROMILSPEC-Milgraph, 10 ATM, and the watch release or design number at the 9 o'clock position, just below the MICROMILSPEC logo. And sitting below the main black dial are 3 sub-registers for timing. I'll start with the running seconds for this automatic movement at the 3 o'clock position. Each register a little larger after the running seconds. At the 12, you have that 12-hour monitoring for the chronograph, and at the 6, we have 60 minutes of chronograph time monitoring as well. All of the registers are labeled for quick reference and effortless coordination. It's just so easy. Overall, a 7-hand movement for this watch, the ultimate tool watch, and I have a sneaky suspicion the Milgraph could just outlive you and I. Consider that when you're making the purchase, because we haven't gotten to the price yet. Stick around. You're not just buying a watch, you're buying a family timepiece or heirloom. Quite possibly a multi-generational monster here. Now, as we get to the center, we have skeletonized loom-filled hour and minute baton-style hands, a large orange-tipped seconds hand sweeping around that dial when activated for the chronograph, and a true GMT loom-filled orange-tipped alternate time zone hand. True, when I refer to true, simply means that it has a quick jump hour setting capability, independent of the other hands for moving, which is pretty standard in some mid to high level luxury GMT watch designs. So easy, so quick. I currently have it set to GMT or UK time, 5 hours ahead of us as we speak. But it's simple. When you get off a plane, you pull the crown out to the second position, adjust the jump hour to whatever time zone you're in, and you have ultimate dual time monitoring at basically the snap of your fingers. As far as low light visibility goes, we have loom on all the indices hands, the little registers hand as well, including the GMT hand. No loom on the primary indicator position. It's not a diver, so be mindful of that when you're utilizing the bezel here and you're underwater. You may want to have clear visibility before you utilize this as a diving or dive time instrument. Now, an automatic movement at the heart of this multi-function beast. Wait a minute, how about I call it a powerhouse? Because it is attractive, so it's not necessarily a beast per se. Sometimes beast can be interpreted as ugly, but this is a gorgeous watch. Swiss made, crafted in La Chaux-de-Fonds, Switzerland. I hope I got that right. I might have to put that down below. Movement is the LJP L121, made by La Joie Perret, which runs at 28,800 vibrations per hour. This GMT design adds a column wheel for increased precision and an automatic self-winding mechanical movement that has 26 joules inside to assist in reduced friction and wear, and a power reserve of 60 hours. Keeping dynamite accuracy at plus or minus 4 seconds a day. Now the strap, simply put, is great. Pretty much one size fits all. Textured rubber here on the outside gives you that rugged look, smooth and nice to wear on the wrist. On the inside, great on the skin. It tapers down from 20 millimeters at the lug connection to 17.5 millimeters at the signed pin and buckle closure for MICROMILSPEC. Now here's the thing. Although gorgeous, keep in mind, with the swapped crown positioning, I know some of you may not find this ideal for wear on your wrist. This is where sometimes we have to adapt. I mean, I can wear 2 watches, no problem. And if you want a different approach to handling it, wear it on the right wrist maybe and control the functions with your left hand. I mean, for me, it doesn't matter. I wear it on either one and I make it work. Now, some other things to consider also, the chronograph operation. We're used to the buttons being on the right side, right? Start, stop, and reset. On the MICROMILSPEC, we're looking at the start, stop pusher in the lower left, and the reset is in the top left, different from your traditional right side setup. Otherwise, easy to handle, no problems, and operate right out of the box. Now the cost? This thing's special. Could be your one watch collection piece at the price. Stick around, it's coming. It's no joke, but it packs a punch. Only 50 pieces currently made annually, so if you like it, you better get on it. Get your order in. Coming in right now with an MSRP of $5,200 Canadian online at micromilspec.com. Make your reservation today, coming with a 5-year warranty. These watches go through extensive, rigorous quality control standards to ensure you're getting the best piece every time. This is not a paid review. My opinions, my own. Milgraph by MICROMILSPEC. If it wasn't on your radar, it is now. I'm Ross. Thanks very much for coming to the channel. I appreciate all of your time and support. Do all those magical things like liking and subscribing and hitting the bell. Turn notifications on so you get notified when the next video drops. Let's keep that YouTube algorithm working. It doesn't cost you a thing but a split second of your time. Everyone be safe, be well. I'm hoping this audio works here. And she's 5x5. You like that reference? That's a military reference. 5x5 means loud and everything's 5x5. 5x5. Love it. The Milgraph by MicroMilSpec. See you on the next one.